Do I need to click on this for us to have sound? Testing, testing, testing. We seem to have no sound. Oh no, there's sound. Okay. Alright, let's free up the camera. Let's get to that rune spawn. I'm going to click ahead a little bit here. So down at the bottom we have CK setting up to do something dangerous. Trying to go around. Trying to backdoor us right in the rune. That's not over here, that's down here. CK gets stunned very early. Big 3-pack coming down here. Free rune for me. Spear gets one for free. These two guys are preoccupied, I guess. And this whole fight kind of just fizzles out. No first blood. Looks like 2 runes on each side. Pretty standard open. And here we go. So, if you saw the draft, you already know all about the builds. If you're just joining, let's go over the builds. In the mid matchup, we have Sven versus Dark Willow. We sent Dark Willow mid because this build is insane. 3 single target stuns, soulbind. That's going to let Dark Willow wreck entire teams. We'll slow down some of those replays when they happen because that is some nonsense. Sven is a Mack truck. He doesn't have any CC to speak of, but between the Chaos Strike crits and the double damage and the armor melt, he's going to hit real hard, but you can see that the CC is going to be a problem for him. In the bottom lane matchup, we have Stargate on Mars with Cloak and Dagger, Perma Invis, and Skewer. There's also Phase Shift, but nobody cares about that ability. We've got a Faceless Void, who's maybe our carry, with Empower, Leap, Time Walk, and of course Chronosphere. Because why not on Faceless Void? Granted, it would be much better on some other melee on the team, but it just didn't seem like the right pick ever, and he ended up with it. It's fine. This is a scary boy right here with this nice long-range nuke slow of Stroke of Fate. And this nice long-range nuke rapid-fire attack that makes him untargetable once he gets Ags. I had serious concerns about this Grim Stroganoff when we started this game, because he's got a top-notch build. Also a silence, also a free invis. What a build. Spirit Breaker's got Cleave. He's got True Form. He's got God's Rebuke. He's got Bramble Mace. I've got to be honest, this build's a little bit all over the place. I don't even know how I'd build it. I guess attack speed to try to get the True Form proccing. Maybe just straight up S and Y. But then you also just want a ton of damage for God's Rebuke. So maybe S and Y into Strength. I don't know. We'll see what he builds. I didn't pay too much attention to Spirit Breaker this game. So he's got a bit of a wonky build. And that brings us to top. We have Magnus. Hey, that's me. Woo, go Magnus. You're so sexy. Anyway, he's got Blink. And he's got RP. Which is, you know, it's pretty good. It's a good combo. Get in there, stun everybody, help your team, get some kills. We're going to be spamming Shockwave early game to secure last hits and get some farm in. Because this is a greedy build because it includes Bulwark. Bulwark needs Ags to be a real ability. And in my humble opinion, you really want Battle Fury too, because then all the soldiers do splash damage. It's gross. You blow up waves in like 2 hits. You blow up heroes in a couple hits. It is absurd. We have a Stealth Assassin with the double skill shot, the skill shot teleport, and an Arena of Blood so people can't run away from his skill shots. That is an interesting build and hard to play. I don't love it on Stealth Assassin because, you know, Stealth Assassin has no mana. But abilities-wise, it's fantastic. It's got some good utility. And on the other side of the river, we've got CK, who hits hard and has Starfall. He even stuns when he hits you sometimes. He even summons himself to hit you sometimes. I'm going to call this a pretty incredibly greedy, very much lackluster build, without much in the way of farming tools. Like, I guess you could be using Starstorm to farm if you went mana regen early. But the way he's building it, Looks like he's going for a Maelstrom. Like Wand into Maelstrom into... Your guess is as good as mine. BKB? Ags? I don't know. We'll see what he actually does with this, but... I gotta be honest, I don't love the build. It's like a do-nothing right-click plus a do-nothing nuke. It could be good, but as soon as he gets caught with some stuns... Oh man, I'm a bad friend. I should have helped Chase right there. God, I hate watching replays. I just realized how terrible I am. And last, in the top lane, is Mirana. Mirana Breaker, the Spirit Mirana. Who, if you can't guess from that statement, is Spirit Breaker in Mirana's body, which I love. I mean, let's take somebody who struggles with hitting fast and positioning and stick him in a ranged agility body. What a build. Got the charge, got the bash, can close the distance and keep people in the fight with Nether Strike. Lightning Rift is a nice addition. Silences, AoE nukes are always good. Excuse me. I'd have liked to see her level the Waning Rift early. Because, like, that could have gotten her a kill right there. Or at least gotten her a better engage than that. Oh man, did you see my friend who that ninja drop the Storm Hammer on the charge? Let's see that again, because that was pretty dope. Oh man, I need a like Flight of the Valkyries button. Because like, check this out. Nope. Oh, so good. Oh, no! Almost gets the kill too, but he's out of mana, unfortunately. Through no fault of his own. He's got the right build for having mana. Alright, so we've got 2 kills on our side so far, and I'm not paying attention to where they happened. They were both Faceless Void. We don't have a level 6 Stargate yet, but I mean, just running in with Inkswell and then pulling them into the tower with Skewer could set that up. And like, Faceless Void hits hard with Empower, so there you go. Apparently that's all it takes. Oh, so rude. Let's see that again. I'm gonna grab this rune. I'm Sven, I'm so cool. Nope. Nope, stuns are good. Take stuns, they win games. I actually love this word placement. Did he know he's just outside? I don't know, maybe. Maybe he lost a word over here somewhere and decided to put it on this side instead. Seems like good word placement. Alright, let's get to the 6.5 minute analysis of player net worth. I feel like that should be like a 10-minute thing. Where is it? There we go, net worth. So, Sven's doing great. I'm doing alright. Void's doing very well. Spirit Breaker's doing very well. Sure enough, there are 6 heroes with the farm. Mirana doesn't know she's a support. Got a little too much farm. I feel like this is more of a byproduct of him knowing he's a support and doing well. So they do have kills down there. Oop, just went up to 3 kills while I'm talking about net worth. Let's watch that kill. Where is that? I'm sure that's when Willow comes bottom. Should be any second now. Oh yeah, that big pull out of position. Followed by the double stun. Oh, it's gross. Bramblemay's doing some work there. Letting Spirit Breaker get out. I think, knock on wood. Up top, we've got a farm build Magnus. Some bracers for some sustain. Void Stone for some shockwaves. One thing I was blown away by in this lane was how hard these two pushed. And like, a huge part of that was CK getting the attack speed. And Grim Stroganoff just blasting off Strokes of Fate all the time. Whoopsies. Oh man, let's see that again, because that was dope. I was like, no, don't chase my friend. I'll throw a shockwave and totally miss, but Stealth Assassin's just on it. Slips right out with a beautiful illusory orb play. just gets out of range of the Stroke of Fate. Missing mid. That's a Jungle Sven. This is an interesting start. We got Power Treads and a Soul Ring on a build that doesn't, in my humble opinion, need mana. Like, what's the Soul Ring for? I'm so confused. Is that just to make sure he can God Strength? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh man. Oh man, watch this. Ready? Soul Bind. Double stun. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. Oh. Oh, we get fight recaps. That's cool. We got some gold exchange. Look at that. EXP exchange. Damage done. It wasn't even close. Like, they were just stunned the entire time with the Soulbind Stormhammer. And they had Curse Crown on them, so, like, if that had gone on longer, it would have just been stunned more. Oh. Oh, so gross. Oop, there's another one of those. Sven's actually a slippery boy. And he hits real hard, but, I mean, you can't contend with that much stun under tower. What are you going to do? Excuse me, I got bubbles. Brought to you by, what do we have today? Brought to you by Golden State Cider. It's bubbly, it's delicious, and I'm drinking it. That's not actually a sponsor plug. I just like alcoholic apple juice. Oh, no. Riki didn't get out fast enough that time. What happened? I missed it. Looks like they're doing aggressive things top, and Mirana shows up, and we're silenced. Oh yeah, that's just a lot. That's just a lot. That's 3 people rotating top. We've got a Stargate coming to help. But I mean, it's 3 top, so I'm pretty much scared to go out there. We've got no creeps. And they Moonlight. And Skedaddle. There's a charge. It's not mid though, I don't think. No, he's aiming for way down south where the cocks do crow. Way down at our Void Spirit. But Spearbreaker's sleeping, so not there. Not there to help. But it doesn't matter because Chronosphere is so strong. Oh man. Casual 4-second disable. Meanwhile, top's under pressure. We got the Dream Team up here. Is that our name? Dream Team? The Doom Squad? They're gonna sing the Doom song now, squad? Are we even a squad? I don't know. And an invisible Grim Stroganoff coming to make us cry. Also a TP from the Chaos Knight. I get silenced under tower. Surely this is a bad thing. But we got Ninja with the double stun to peel for us. The double, as it were. And we just walk out. I get pulled back in. Sven's starting to hit kind of hard. That's an RP. Oh, such a stun. Now we've got a Mirana heading our way, but she's coming all the way from bottom. But Sven does that God Strength thing and just deletes me. All those stuns stack up, though. Does this one know he should be turning? I don't know. Should have timed that turn a little bit earlier. I feel like they're not necessarily aware when their Mirana's coming in. Looks like that fight fizzles out. I go mid to clean up some farm while on my way to my Battle Fury. But this is a big 2-item build, so it's going to be a little while before that comes online. But as you will see me do in this game, I'm going to just ignore my friends and let them figure it out. I'm going to try to find some farm. I have to give a shout out to this SA for like moments like that. Let's see that again. Look at this. Look at this neutral creep. Check this guy out right here. This neutral creep. See that? He could have last hit that so easily, and he didn't. Good job, SA. TP12993. If I ever see you again, we should be friends. I like how you play. And then naturally, to show my gratitude, I abandoned him to die. But Stargate doesn't, because that's a good friend right there. Do you see that? That's a sick little moment right there. Where he's like, oh no, my friend's in trouble, and he just charges both of these guys off him, doesn't even have to reveal himself, and walks out. Comes over to give me a hand. A hand in the fight. Don't get any gross ideas, you gross humans. Alright. Looks like our three carries are pulling ahead a little bit here. We've got all the mana items on Ninja build, which makes sense. That way she can do this. Just a very long stun. Doof! But Sven shows up with that nice little 500 damage crit. Tricks and trades out of the Stormhammer. Does he have another Reality Rift? He's not scared of towers. Stuns are coming up in a second. That's a creep block. Right into another stun. Oh yeah, it's hard to move up. And there's a Blink RP Magnus just to make sure that fight gets turned around. CK did not deign to help. I don't know why. A little more damage might have done it with the Willow there. Might have gotten around all those stuns. Might have gotten RP'd also. Who knows? Can't say what might have happened. Anyway, CK is building... What's he going for off that? Looks like he's going to be going for an Echo Saber and a BKB off the Ogre Axes we were looking at earlier. Nice word placement by the Dire this game. It seems good. But, despite being very ambitious with a severe lack of crowd control, that Chaos Strike crit, man. 500 damage at level 10 with, like, garbage items. Like, what's he even got for damage? He's got 15 damage from Oblivion Staff and, you know, 10 strength. 6 strength. Quelling Blade doesn't count. Like, and he's still critting for 500 freaking damage? 340? Like, wow. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, Sven's got a scary but kind of dopey build. Like, he's buying wards for his team. I don't know what his Grim Stroganoff and his Mirana are doing right now. There's no wards on that Grim. There's no wards on this Mirana. In fact, she's got a carry build item. You just can't play with 4 carries. It doesn't work. You end up with this kind of cast distribution, where the 3 carries on the other team are the ones getting the items they need to shut you down. And then that happens. You know, they get SA here, but so many stuns. That's a 1 for 2. We're up 2k now. Can we get the Grim? Of course we can! Look at all those stuns. Easy. Oh man. Whoever is in charge of wards for the Dire is in fact doing a great job. I almost want to go back and just pay attention to who's warding. Was Sven down south placing wards too? Is he just doing all of the warding for the team? Because, like, that is so unfortunate. Because he needs his gold for items, man. Alright, coming up on 17 minutes. Tier 1s are down. Across the board. That was a lie. Tier 1s are up everywhere but bottom. Probably like look at the map before I announce things, right? Tier 1s are up everywhere for the Radiant, and everywhere but bottom for the Dire. 2 truths and a lie. It's a game we play sometimes. Usually when I say things before I do the research. just had true sight, high ground mid this whole time. That delay on the Stormhammer is actually really good. Unfortunately, Willow ends up stuck in tower here and doesn't drop aggro onto somebody else. So that fight's... it's a little suboptimal. I think we maybe got a little cocky there. Meanwhile, Magnus is just like, I think I'm gonna boop some jungle camps. Got his Battle Fury together. And is just over here booping away at jungle camps. Who cares about action mid? We can have a super hot jungle camp battle. Boop, 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 boop. Mid goes down. Magnus boops jungle camp. Alright, good talk. Maybe I should have helped there. I don't know. I'm bad at this game. It's hard, okay? Sven goes to boop some jungle camps. Goes to boop Magnus. Oh yeah, you see that? You see that stun for a heal? Alright, he turns off my heal, but it was worth it. I'm gonna get out of there. I am like fully afraid of Sven. It's funny because I've got stuns. Like, I've got more crowd control than he does. I'm just fully afraid. Meanwhile, the rumble in the jungle top is real. We're on a way out of position, but picking up a kill anyway. And dying for it. Looks like CK went down up here in that process. Maybe I'm watching the wrong side of the map here. Let's see what happens over in jungle. Boop. Boop. Here comes a big push mid. Stargate's here to defend, but 1v4, what's he gonna do? That's a bad idea. It's like we're setting up to collapse on jungle. They've got the Moonlight Shadow up, so they actually end up with a really great gank opportunity here. Sure enough, here comes 3 of them. These two come to help, but it's too late. In the end, we get the double Stormhammer off. You see how that stacks up? Oh man, that's so cool. Because they fire one after the next and their AoE stuns. So when the Stormhammer goes off, it double stuns and then double stuns again. And then the Chaos Bolt is another double stun. Oh, it's so strong. Mirana actually has her eye on the prize, disabling our stun machine. I'm trying to help. But Mirana went carry and occasionally hits pretty hard. In the end, it's a 2 for 2. Gains them some net worth. We're only up 1k right now. Our Faceless Void is pulling way ahead in farm, despite being dead at this moment. That's largely in part to Empower. Their Spirit Breakers, yeah, like, I guess he thought the same thing with SNY. I don't know, man. Spirit Breaker just... he's not the best body for right-clicking before you get some serious items on him. I got 1.7 agility per level. I don't know. I don't love this plan. And meanwhile, Sven's like, nope, those are my jungle creeps. He's going for his BKB after the Echo Saber. Hey, I've seen that build before. Where have I seen that before? CK's also going for his BKB after the Echo Saber, but he wants a Maelstrom in there first. Oh man. Oh, this combo is very cool. That's hard to tie down. And after Void gets a nice clean pickup with his gnarly little cleave. And this gnarly little Chronosphere. Radiant's back up 2k. Oh yeah, that was pretty sweet. You see that skewer into Inkswell stun? Didn't have the follow-up this time, but that was quite good. Meanwhile, Mars is sorry, not Mars. Magnus is booping some jungle camps. Boop, boop, boop. Picks up that sweet agility item. Indeed, there it is, SNY on Spirit Breaker. Gotta get that 10 agility for the attack speed. Gotta get that stack. Did I do it? I did do it. Wow. Such stack, such farm. Meanwhile, there's a big old fight breaking out mid, and we should probably watch this one. Because Radiant's trying to fight under tower again. We did this earlier. It didn't go well. So obviously we learned our lesson, right? We're going to just go off the big single target stun. Push him out of harm's way. And call that reason to take a massive fight under tower. Like, great CC, but there's just no follow-up. And it's like, not like we want to follow up here. So we end up in full runaway mode. Very unfortunately blow off an ult just to keep them off us. They've got vision, so Stargate goes down. Not for the first time. I find myself terrified of Sven, but actually getting caught. Yeah, that's the moment I mentioned earlier, where Spirit Breaker goes Elder form. Oh, doesn't even go Elder form? I'm confused. I feel like it's not showing buffs properly right now, because he definitely entangled me, which makes me think he was in true form. Who knows? Anyway, that got smaller again. Faceless Void led them on a jolly chase and tried to hide in the trees. Didn't have mana for his TP, so he died. Which is a tragedy. Oh man, not for the first time. I dare say, check out this ward spread on the Dire side. Like, very, very good ward placement. And lots of it. Having definitely learned our lesson, we posture up for another big clash mid. Meanwhile, Magnus boops some camps. And it kind of looks like they're going to collapse on me, but, like, I knew. And I was running. As soon as my friends got here, I got out. And then since all my friends got here, I came back in. And all that AoE stun just pays off and pays off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's invis. He's pretty much gotten away because he's invis. And check this out. This blind shot gets him. Stargate's pretty incredibly good with the skill shots into Fog of War or skill shots on invisible heroes. It's not map hack, it's just years of playing Dota sense. I don't know where he got that. I've played Dota just as long and I don't have that. Can't land a skill shot to save my life. Oh man. He got the Ag Shard. He got the Rod of Potatoes. That means he's got Sleeping Dart, Inkswell, and Rod. Lots of disables on that boy. Stealth Assassin with 3k gold banked and not much in the way of items. What's he doing, man? I don't even know. Got a lens. Seems like it makes a lot of sense. I feel like this net worth hasn't changed for a minute, though. Am I crazy in thinking this net worth hasn't changed in a minute? Isn't this his build like 10 minutes ago? Anyway, CK starts slapping over here. Despite us having the CC, they've got the slappy slaps. Void shows up, but eats a big bash. Manages to get a kill. We can't follow up any more than that. And can't run from all that range bash. Turns out he's a scary boy. Picks up a nice triple kill. Meanwhile, Magnus boops some jungle camps. Ooh, ooh, you see what I see? Here it comes. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got the thing. Alright, so this didn't go so well. Faceless Void ended up dying. Sorry, I'm like showing you guys Magnus jungling, so if anybody gives a flying fart about that. Faceless Void gets that sweet triple kill, but he burned all his resources. Eventually Sven gets on him and double slap. So we got some double slappy tanks over here going for their BKBs. Sven's already got his Chaos Strike and God Strength up. Like, 17k crit? Like, did you guys just see that? He is very slappy McSlapper pants. Let's see that again. Whole creep wave. Whole entire creep wave. It's nice. It's beautiful. Blap! See how they all cleave and it just deletes the whole wave? Oh man. It's pretty cool. Does much more damage than it seems like it should. I knew they were coming for me mid, so I skedaddled. Looks like we're waiting on some respawns. Pushing out top. I happen to know there's a big clash coming mid in a second here. So I'm a little slow right now. This is one of the like real shortcomings of this build, is while you slap and you become largely unkillable, you also just straight up lose your mobility. Like I'm doing a 350 move speed. Oof. Here it comes. It's a double damage Sven. Adds a dust on the Stargate. Goes for the Stealth Assassin instead and just deletes him. And that's a lot of our CC right there. And they're all alive. Like, we CC'd them, but we didn't kill them. Probably because Magnus is over here booping some jungle camps. Oh man, BKBs come out. The dive goes. And Sven realizes I've got a big dumb ult. As does CK. As does Piranha. Oh. Look at this, just hitting him inside of Chronosphere. It's so rude. It's so rude. Well, with that, I've got my Travs. And I am now a real boy. Like that, this is the moment right here where I am officially a real boy. I'm sure you can tell from that fight. I pull ahead in net worth just a little. Like, look at how hard this chunks the ancient camps. It's a little awkward to aim, but only a little. So, we've got a Stargate and a Rikimaru headed bottom. Got a Willow and a Void. Hanging out mid, sizing up Roche. I don't know. I'm pushing out lanes, picking up farm, ready to get my S and Y because I'm just not fast enough. Now watch as I spam Void for the items I want. Sorry, buddy. Oh yeah, you can't see it, but this is me. This is me complaining to Void. Is it right now? Is it later? I think I might just be pinging his Elven Cloak right now. Elven Tunic. Anyways, meanwhile. Ben is somehow not in detection mid. Oh man, I go for this big engage and Sven just gets behind me and gets on our back line. While I do manage to like do some stuff to their team, Sven just deletes our whole back line. Void struggles. And I'm like, hey boys, why aren't you chasing me anymore? Big loss, right? 4 for 2. That's not a good trade. God Strength Sven running down mid. So Sven pulls me in and I RP him under tower. I don't know how we thought that was going to go. stuff to me. There's the Yasha. There's the clean house. So I would like to point out that, like, this is exactly how this is supposed to work. Our supports did a fantastic job early, setting up stuns and getting me kills and helping me get farm. And late game, the carries, Void and I, just have so much more gold than anybody else that we're just getting to the point that we're too strong. This is why the P1 through 5 thing is a good idea. Like, CK is pretty big, but he doesn't have any real damage items, like 24 damage and 10 strength. Nah, that's pretty good if he turns it on. Like, that makes him hit real fast. That's a good damage item. I mean, you've seen the damage Sven can put out. Sven, who's dead. He's got a basher now, so like they've got some more CC on hit. But like the damage this thing puts out once Battle Fury's up is just hard to match. And it's real hard to get through. Because I just don't take damage now. They farm. We farm. Oh, we got a nice dust. Willow specifically requested a dust on me. And we went hunting, but I just couldn't find anybody for the longest time. I think eventually we catch Grim or Spirit Breaker like up here. I think I see the Spirit Breaker right here. I'm like, get him! And then I can't catch Spirit Breaker. But I do catch the Grim. Spirit Breaker ults. The Grim's already gone. Spirit Breaker's way on the wrong side of this engagement. Oh yeah, Void ends up just hammering away on him. Meanwhile, Sven's like, screw fighting, I'm gonna go fight your tower. As he runs around the forest without fighting our tower. Not sure what he's doing there. Feel like he could have pushed. Oh man, pro plays, let's see that again. You ready for this? You ready for this? Here's the double TP. This is a nice ice wave. There's another wave right behind it. Like, that's a lot of experience we don't want to be missing on our team. So here's the double TP. And check Mars out. He's just like, oh, there's a carry here? I'm out. Just walks away. Oh man. Tip from Mars, for sure. Dire pushes out bottom. Dark Willow fights a tower mid. It's risky, but whatever. Willow picks up a Dagon. You know who else I believe? Oh man. Just throws a hammer and forces a BKB waste. That's unfortunate. I believe the Mars at this point also has a Dagon. No, not yet. Just to turn the Rotted Potatoes into a Glibner. That's interesting. I guess it makes the CC AoE. But not for the first time. My job is just to make sure Sven doesn't kill the whole team. I tried to get in range. I don't think I quite made it. Oh, yeah, Stargate picks up the skills. Fascinating. And now I do what Magnus does best and stand under a tower and just play the Honey Badger. Magnus, I mean Mars, Bulwark, Drafters. Good thing I wasn't recording that. That was remarkably harmless. There's like a little tiny bit of cider on the corner of my keyboard. I'm just not dealing with it right now. Not even an issue. I might edit that out. I might not. The world may never know. Anyway, at this point, the writing's on the wall. 4 of them are down. I slept through a fight because I was busy throwing cider at myself. Let's watch the fight. I think there was a pretty big fight. What was it, mid? Was that this whole clash mid? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Dark Willow for buying that dust. It actually is the Glibner that gets the double lockdown that makes this engage start. Spearbreaker's making some good plays, trying to get on our crowd control. Ends up getting on our whole team while this gets cleaned up. Gets speared out of the fight, but we all just run around behind and jump on him. Again, Sven's like, I'm just going to push top in because apparently fighting you guys is a bad idea now. Then again, is this that double TP? I feel like we've seen this before. There's another big fight mid coming. Big fight mid cometh coming. Oh yeah, that's a wasted BKB. Okay, we saw this. Sven is nearby now. He's got that sweet shadow amulet. Here it is. We get the lockdown on the Mirana, delete her, and it's on. I try to help with the Sven, but he actually does get the invis from Moonlight Shadow and managed to dip out. You see Stargate just fully on top of him, even though he's invis. Pulls him out, gets mana, and eventually gets away. CK has illusions, CK doesn't have illusions. It looks like I am hitting him with like maybe just one soldier. In the end, we get way too much damage. It's a team wipe. We take the tower moments later. I'd call that a pretty good game. 8k up. 2 carries are way out ahead in net worth value. Let's see if I can drink some of this without throwing it at myself. I'm gonna leave it in. Y'all deserve to see me throw my cider at myself. Faceless Void at the secret shop when we should be pushing. Cool. These two boys pushing. I keep throwing shockwaves out, trying to like pull the Mirana in a little bit, but it doesn't work. I love this. Bulwark just hits everything. Watch as I stand here to win. Pure skill. Oh man, and the sleep dart on the way out. Lol. Faceless Void brings the pressure bottom. Magnus brings the pressure top. Radiant goes to clean up the triangle. I've got a stealth assassin covering me up here. But yeah, I'm just standing under the tower and chunky boying away. I believe right about there I pick up my heart. Got an SNY now. So this point, 35 minutes in, like it took me probably 20 minutes or whatever to get the Battle Fury. But everything else starts coming fast after that. You get the Ags, 5 or 10 minutes after that if you don't die. And then as soon as you have these two, the traps come in a matter of moments. And like now it's just dumb. I've got my move speed back. I'm pretty much impossible to kill. The CC on my team is still insane, so I can just freely shove in lanes. Shoving in mid, shoving in top. They're down on Mirana. And have to defend mid because there's Megas there. Go for a big smoky smoke. I don't know if we catch anybody here. I tell my team I'm doing aggressive things, stop, and they show up. There's a nice RP. That's a Grim Stroke. That's a Spirit Breaker. Yeah, buybacks coming out. That's a CK. I can't. Now this is the problem here. Apparently at some point I blinked and it turned my bulwark around, and when I turned to try to turn it the right direction again, I just slow down too much. End up low. Eventually they clean me up. But wait! There's no longer Rack's bottom. What happened? Oh. Oh no. While they're fighting me top, Faceless Void's just like, they got this one. I'm like, we do a pretty good job here. We forced 2 buybacks. And meanwhile, they just completely uncontested clean up bottom. I feel like Faceless Void could have done that alone. Would have liked to have Willow top. We probably could have cleaned up this fight if we had him. Anyway, not to complain. We're 45-27 and up 20k gold at this point. Like, this is over. GG, it's been fun. Probably one last big fight, one last push coming. In the meantime, did these 2 get out before they accidentally end up in a 2v5? Because there's a Sven on Willow. Just outside the range of this ward. Did you see him run in right here? Oh man, let's check that out. She knows there's invis to worry about. She drops the ward, and just seconds later, like on the lines, on both of the lines. Wow. Did he know? Can Sven see that? I don't know if Sven can see that, or if that was just, like, absolutely dumb luck. But, like, check out this run. Amazing. And with the big crits, eventually he gets the cleanup. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. That might have just been dumb luck. That might have been some, you know, some wards on the wards, but like I don't think they had vision of that true sight, right? There's no way he knew where that line was. He just happened to run directly under one ward and then up a little bit and curve down again to go around the other ward. Grimstroke with the legendary arrow dodge mid. That was close. Close but no banana. Sven with the being invis and looking for the kill again. Picks up Stealth Assassin. Gets the break on him. Oh, and SA just manages to get away from the illusory orb, but gets caught by Mirana shortly afterward. Now we're 3 down. Our gold lead is lowering slowly. We're up 18k. But if ever they were going to get to us and do some damage, now's their moment. But CK has to back to deal with Megas. Too bad he doesn't have like a Manta style, so we could send some illusions to deal with that. Mirana also backs, leaving Grimstroganoff and Sven to fend for themselves. And meanwhile, we're all back up. Stargate's up to farming. Looks like he's on his way to a Radiance, because perma-invis Radiance is fun. Willow is up to a Dagon 4, along with pretty much the starting build Willow had. Faceless Void has all the items in Dota, less a Quelling Blade, which he finally sells to replace with a Herring. Yeah, that's a pretty scary Faceless Void right there. What else we got? Magnus, of course, has the Holy Quadriad with Heart, SNY, Battle Fury, and Ags, and is going for a Strength Blink, so he's got another Reaver right now. Mirana's just super underfarmed on a carry build. Like Crit, Shadow Blade, Mask of Madness. I'd like to see all 3 of those at like 25 or 30 minutes if she's going to try to be a carry. Honestly, this is a build that just wants like Travs and BKB and then attack speed. Sven's got the gem. That's going to help a lot with clearing out vision. And now At some point we spotted somebody over here, so we knew they were posturing up for a fight. I don't think we knew these two were coming around behind us. We get a nice engage here. But Sven does the hello thing. But he gets on the wrong side of me before he does. And they just all end up RP'd. I don't manage to get them to me, and Sven tries to run at me up a cliff. How interesting. I get my TP out. TP, teleport out, and then Faceless Void just comes and mops up. Like, let's check out where is the Faceless Void for this fight. Comes in from top. Shows up bottom and just finds that. Like, one shot double kill. Gets the bash and the cleanup on Sven. Gets the bash and the cleanup on Grimstroke. Oh man. Yeah, like, kill secured. And I'd had to leave, so like, that's not even me being salty. It's just straight up he locked in that fight. And now it is, in fact, over. Watch as I destroy a base by standing there. Here's the question. Do any of them have buybacks? No, they don't. Alright. That's the GG. Hey, if you stayed this long, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. If you're a Patreon, stick around. We're going to look at the scoreboard for a minute before I sign out.